So hey again everyone, today we're going to do another ONEchip mod in a PlayStation with a better quality video this time. We're going to use some 30AWG Carna wire, fresh, brand new. We're going to use a PIC 12C508A PIC chip, one of my favourite chips. It's what's in my avatar. Some lead-free solder, I don't have much of it but got just enough to do the job. Tweezers we may or may not need, they can be handy. PIC programmer to program PIC chip, and soldering iron, and a PlayStation of course. PlayStation's in a bit of rough condition, it's a bit dirty inside. I'm going to, once I've disassembled it, I'm going to clean out all the plastic and then work on the board. Right, so first up, let's program our PIC chip. So you can see in that top left corner there's sort of like a little dot, and there's a rivet on the side in the middle there. That's the upside, so that's where the yellow dot side is. So we go 4 legs up, 1, 2, 3, 4. We put it in at the 5th leg, and it goes in at 5, 6, 7 and 8. So then we take our lever and we lock our ZIF clip. ZIF stands for zero insertion force. So basically that chip's now locked in place. What we're going to do is we're going to load the ONEchip hex. So file, load, nope. Desktop ONEchip. So there's a ONEchip hex loaded, and I'm just going to click program. I'll click yep. Yep. So that's the chip programmed. If you saw the programmer flashing, we can click read to read it back, and hopefully it says what we've programmed. So click program complete. So let's click read, and there we go. So that's our chip programmed. So we know we've got a mod chip. Let's remove it from the clip. Mod chip program. So we can remove the programmer. Okay, so we're back again. The PS1 has 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one is hidden behind the warranty sticker, which voids your warranty. But there's no warranties anymore. These are so old. The screws are very difficult to unscrew because we're put in by a machine, so they're machine screws, so they're very stiff. So you need a good screwdriver to do them. So I'm going to remove them and come back to you. With the sticker, by the way, you can just pierce through, which I'm going to do, or you can peel it back. I think it's just easy to pierce through. And you feel a bit of bite, and it unscrews. So I'll do all 6, and I'll come back to you. Right, so that's all 6 screws removed. Once you've removed them, put your screws somewhere safe where you're not going to lose them. Flip the unit back the right way around, and the lid will just lift off, like so. That should be stuck down. It's flopping away a bit. It's just come undone. We'll put some electrical tape there later. Anyway, so we need to take that off now anyway. Lift up the cable that goes to the mulch connector, and we want to gently remove this mulch connector from the board. Like that. Rock it a bit back and forward. Same with this one, but this one's a bit tricky to do. It's easier to lift up the laser unit gently, so you can get your thumb and forefinger to the ribbon cable and gently rock and pull up, and it's stiff, like so, and it'll come free. Now put your laser unit somewhere safe as well, out the way. You can find somewhere to lift from. Just lifts free, so move that out of the way. So now we want to remove the main board from the base of the unit. Just lifts out. It can be a bit tricky, it sticks at the front a bit. So lift up like that, and it comes free, and we can move the base out of the way. I'm going to take out this piece of metal shielding though, because it's got copper shielding as well. Anyway, so I'm going to move that out of the way because I'm going to clean all the plastic in a minute. It's got some debris and stuff inside it. So anyway, we're going to clean these later because they're a bit dirty. But anyway, we're down to our main board, and this is where we're going to install our mod chip. Right, so while I'm waiting for my iron to heat up, I'm just going to straighten out all these legs. I'm just going to use the tweezers to do this. One leg at a time. Get them nice and flat. We can cut off those extra bits in a minute, which we're going to do. Let's just do the other side. so that's them nice and flat. So I'm going to cut off the like extended bits of the legs. This is a very sophisticated tool I'm going to use. It's called a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to cut off those extra bits on the legs, like so. And same on the other side. Right, so I'm just going to tin these legs, apply solder to each of them. So basically you just hold the iron to each leg for like a second, bring solder to the leg, like so, and it'll pull. So next leg, dead simple like that. Right, so bring the iron to the leg for a second, bring solder to the leg, like so, iron to the leg, solder, iron to the leg, solder, iron to the leg, solder, like so. Yeah, so I'm just going to apply some glue at the bottom of the chip, a small amount. That should do it, and then just stick it onto the board there, like so. That'll just hold it in place while I'm soldering. So point 1 is up here, this point here. So I'm going to apply a bit of fresh solder at that point, and then solder in a cable. Move the wire out of the way for a second. Just going to heat the point, bring the iron to it, like so. Much better point. So thread the cable back through it, keep it nice and tidy. Like so. So that's the first cable in. If you can see. Goes under the package legs. Goes from point 1 under the package legs to point 1 on the board. Okay, so point 2, I remember being very tricky before. If you see these 3 resistors in a row here, the middle one, the side closest to this IC here, we need to solder there. No pressure. Like so. Right, so I'm going to line up how I'm going to do this cable. Again, we're going to go under some package legs, so we're going to thread it under this package here, and it comes out the other side. There we go. That's it in. Very difficult point. I think that's the hardest point probably. And that's it soldered in at point 2. So that's 1 and 2 in. So see there, 2 there, 1 there. Let's get on with point 3. Right, so it's time for leg 4, which is again on this IC, it's the second pin here. We're going to go under this package this time, like so. Right, that's that soldered in. That's 0.5 there, so I'm just going to put a bit of solder on 0.5. Bit of fresh solder. Got wire out to do. So that's that one in. Right, that's cable 5 in. that point in. Not the best angle. But that's 7 in. Right. Last cable is 8. 8 is this point here to leg 8. So let's get that one in, and that's the last one. Right, so in with point 8. That's in. That's in. Right, so that's our mod chip installed. If we just have a look at it here. So from pin 1 here, we go under these package legs to pin 1 on the board. From pin 2 here, we go under these package legs to that resistor there, tiny point, a really hard one. From pin 3, we go up under these package legs, up to pin 3. Pin 4, we go under this package, bend there, up to pin 4 up there. Coming down now, pin 5, a little looping wire to there. Pin 6, we go this way, this way, this way to the right side of that tiny capacitor. That's a very difficult point. 7, where did we go with 7? We went up under these package legs, across to point 7 here, and point 8 goes from here, loops round to leg 8 on the PlayStation. So now we're going to reassemble and test. Okay, so to reassemble, we put our base unit down, we get our metal shielding and we return that to the base of the unit. We've given it a clean. Then we get our board, and we put it this way so it's facing the front. You can see the memory card ports there. You need to slot the memory card, the controller ports into those holes to make sure it's lined up properly like that. So that's that part in properly. Then we get our next piece of shielding and line this up. I think we're backwards there. That's the way to go. Make sure you're nice and down and in the right position with this, which we are. Then we want to return our laser unit. Again, start with the ribbon cable first. Sort of blocking it there. Put it in sideways. So yeah, we want to do this ribbon cable first. That's the trickiest piece. Like so. Then we can line up the unit and put it in place, and then we want to put our multi connector in. Like so. That bit of tape will come loose. We're going to take it off and just replace it with a piece of electrical tape. A small piece of electrical tape. Just hold that cable in place like that. And then back on with our lid. Like so. Make sure you're all lined up before we start putting the screws in. And like we're not there. If you see that memory card port, it's out of whack. So that's what you need to be checking when you're reassembling, so you don't end up with an error like that you screwed with. So now I'm back on, and those memory card ports are right. Check all the back lines up. So now we want to reinsert our 6 screws. Right, with all 6 screws in, turn it over, and it's now time to test. So we'll get on to testing. Back in a second. Okay, so let's test some backups. First game we're going to test is Final Fantasy VIII. Let's line her up. We do own Final Fantasy VIII, by the way, so just so you know. So let's give that a test. Sony Computer Entertainment America with the SCEE BIOS code for Entertainment Europe, which means we've got a successful modification, which is awesome. And these games have got anti-mod chip protection on them as well. So normal mod chips, they just won't work on them. You need to do the ONEchips or the Multimode 3 mod chips So you can see that's booting. So we'll power that off and we'll test something else. Let's grab that back. Okay, now we'll test Final Fantasy 9. And we do on Final Fantasy 9, just so you know. So let's test Final Fantasy 9. It's also booted, the backups I'm booting are NTSC versions, and my copies of the games are PAL versions. So, oh look at that, please insert a PlayStation format disc. Not what we wanted to see. I wonder if my disc's just dirty. Let's try to boot that again. It's booting now. Yeah, it's just a dirty disc. So, yeah. That's also why you make backups, so the backup can get screwed up, but your original is fine. And if you ever need to make another backup, you just can. Right, so we've got a successful ONEchip modification in our PAL PS1. Love the PS1s, super cute, dinky. Happy with the mod. If you enjoyed this video, please rate and subscribe. And join us next time when we do something else cool. So, bye everybody.